Hi, my name is Davin. I'm one of GARO's EV charging technicians, and today we're going to run through the install and setup of the all-new GARO GEV 7.4 charger. This is the GEV 7.4 charger. The one we're using today is the socket type version. It also comes in a 7.5 meter fixed lead option. So let's see what's inside. Inside the box, you get your user manual, your charger, your two CTs, one for load balancing and one for your solar. And in this box, we got all the fixings that you need. So we're going to open up the accessory box. We'll need the Allen key, this one. And this is used to undo the screws holding the back plate onto the charger, as well as the front cover onto the charger. So we're going to take them off now. Now that all 6 screws are removed, you can now open the front cover and drill the holes needed for cable entries. Using the gland provided, we're going to install it in the bottom of the charger for the cable. Now we're going to drill the hole in the back of the charger for the CT cables and network cable if needed. Now that we have the hole drilled, we're going to install the grommet provided to maintain the IP rating. Now that we've all necessary holes drilled in the charger, we're going to mount the charger onto the back plate. Now that we have the charger installed on the wall, it's time to connect up the power cables. For the earth connection, there's 2 connections. For pen fault protection, which is mainly used in the UK, you connect there. For Ireland, we connect our earth up here. In the charger, we have 3 settable dip switches. Dip switch 1 limits the charger to 32 amps or 16 amps. In the on position is 32 amps, the off position is 16 amps. Number 3 is the earth check. Dip switch 4 is your CT check. This is needed for dynamic load balancing, which we're going to be using today. So I'm going to turn dip switch 4 on. If you're not using a CT, please turn this off. The black cable goes into terminal 1 and the red cable goes into terminal 2. If you're using the solar CT, the connections are slightly different, and these are going to be connected into CT2, which are the middle 2 terminals. Your red cable goes into terminal 3 and the black cable into terminal 4. Now that we have these connected, we're going to plug them into the terminal. Now in placing the load balance in CT, this must point in the direction of current flow into the house or consumer unit. I'm also connecting a CT to the solar PV system. This will allow me to use the charger's eco mode and charge the EV using the amount of power generated by the solar PV system. I connect this CT again with the arrow going in the same direction of current flow towards the consumer unit. Now that the install is complete, it's time to power up the unit and start setting it up to the app. I've downloaded the GARO GEV app, registered for an account, and will now connect the charger. You can do this part with the homeowner's phone if you want to save having to set it up later. If the charger is not in pairing mode, you can hold the side button for 10 seconds. I'm going to press the plus sign in the top right corner, then select add device. As you can see, there is a device available to add. Now you're going to enter your Wi-Fi name as well as the password, then press next. Once connected, you will be asked whether you want to accept off-peak charging, scheduled charging, or charge anytime. These can all be changed later. Now that the installation is finished, let's have a run through the functions of the app for the owner. Down the bottom, we can see charging mode, record, and settings. Let's select mode. Now we can toggle manual mode on or off. When it is on, the app is not controlling the charging. When manual mode is off, the app or RFID cards can start the charging. Eco mode is only used when you have a solar PV CT installed. As most EVs require a minimum of 6 amps to begin charging, Eco Mode will always provide 6 amps, even if the PV current drops below this. Schedule is for when you want to charge only at specific times. For example, when you have a cheaper electricity cost at night time. To use this, select the days, the starting time and duration, and click Save. The settings menu is where we can change the maximum current. By clicking the pencil icon on the top right, allows us into more settings and also the help center. Here we can share the device with other users, whether it be a family member or with us in the technical support team if you need any help. The help center can answer any questions on how to use the charger or offer suggestions on any issues you might have. We have a dedicated nationwide support team on hand, and for more information please visit garoelectric.com.